Dear students, in the previous part, we have defined sensors and transducers in general. In this section, we are going to define sensors, transducers, and inverse transducers precisely. So let us define first sensors. So to sense means to detect to the presence of a quantity, and an instrument which responds and shows a detectable output upon sensing the quantity is called as sensor. So here, if we take an example of thermometer, so thermometer is a sensor. Thermometer, it senses the quantity called as temperature, and it gives or it shows a detectable output. Upon sensing the quantity, that is temperature, the thermometer gives a detectable output. That is, thermometer senses the temperature and it gives the output, it shows the temperature in terms of displacement of mercury level. So that is the detectable output. So thermometer is an instrument which responds and shows a detectable output upon sensing the quantity called as temperature. So as we have seen in the previous block diagram of measurement system, sensor is always a primary element of any measurement system. So therefore, we can define sensor precisely as a primary measuring element which detects the presence of a quantity under measurement and converts that measured quantity into a form suitable for measurement. It is called as sensor. And as I told, the example is thermometer. So thermometer is a sensor. So now let us define transducer. So transducer is a component that processes the output of the sensor and gives an electrical output. So as we have seen in case of a block diagram of a measurement system, transducer is always a secondary element of any measurement system. So primary element is sensor and secondary element is transducer. So sensor, what it does, it senses and or it detects the quantity and it converts that quantity into a measurable form. And transducer, it converts the output of sensor into an electrical form. So therefore, transducer can be defined as a device which converts a non-electrical quantity into an electrical quantity. So the input to the transducer may be any non-electrical quantity. It may be a physical quantity, it may be a chemical quantity, it may be optical quantity, so it may be any quantity. So the transducer converts non-electrical quantity into electrical quantity. The examples are LVDT, linear variable differential transformer, LVDT, potentiometer, PV cells, etc. So LVDT, it converts displacement into electrical quantity. Potentiometer, it converts again displacement into change in resistance, that is electrical quantity. PV cell, it converts light energy into an electrical energy. So all these are called as transducer since they convert non-electrical quantity into electrical quantity. Now let us say inverse transducers. So inverse transducers, they are inverse of transducers. That means inverse transducer is a device which converts an electrical quantity into a non-electrical quantity. So it does inverse function of transducer. So they convert electrical quantity into a non-electrical quantity. Example is, the best and common example is piezoelectric crystal. So piezoelectric crystal or piezoelectric device, it converts the electrical quantity into non-electrical quantity. So when the input voltage is applied across the surface of a piezoelectric crystal, so its dimensions are changed. So that means it can convert an electrical quantity into non-electrical quantity. So this is about inverse transducer. So now let us say why transducers are required. So in a measurement system, there is a sensor which senses the quantity and it converts that quantity into a measurable form. We can directly give the output of a sensor and output of the sensor can be directly measured. Then what is the necessity of transducer then? See here, as we have seen in the block diagram of a measurement system. So sensor, it senses the physical quantity and that physical quantity is converted into electrical quantity by transducer. What is the necessity of converting physical quantity into electrical quantity then? See, to convert raw physical quantity into electrical signal for processing that quantity. If we convert a physical quantity into electrical quantity, that electrical quantity or electrical signal can be easily processed. It can be amplified, it can be attenuated, or it can be filtered. So the processing can be done easily with electrical signal rather with physical quantity. So that is why it is advantageous to convert physical quantity into electrical signal. Then second requirement is to store measurement readings electronically for a long time. Suppose if you want to store the measured quantity for a long time for future use, it is possible only with electrical quantity or electrical signal. So we cannot we cannot store the physical quantity. However, we can store electrical signal. So that is why transducers are required. Then to amplify the measured quantity so that it can be processed by the signal processor. So here, in order to amplify, suppose if the output of the sensor is very low in magnitude, so the physical quantity cannot be amplified very easily. However, if we convert that physical quantity into electrical signal, for example electrical voltage or current or any quantity, so electrical signal can be amplified very easily by means of by the use of any types of electrical or electronic amplifiers. So that is why it is very essential to convert a physical quantity into electrical quantity in order to store it, or in order to process it, or in order to amplify it. So that is why transducers are very much essential. And wherever we use sensors, transducers must be used in conjunction with sensors. So this is the necessity of transducers. Now let us say classification of transducers. How transducers are classified? So transducers are classified into different types based on different aspects or different phenomena. Based on transduction phenomenon, transducers are classified into two types, that is transducer and inverse transducer. Based on type of application, they are classified into primary transducer and secondary transducer. Based on type of power, they are classified into active transducer and passive transducer. And based on type of electrical output, they are classified into analog transducer, digital transducer. And based on type of electrical or electromagnetic phenomenon, they are classified into resistive transducers, inductive transducers, capacitive transducers, photovoltaic transducers, and photoelectric transducers. And lastly, based on the type of non-electrical or physical phenomenon, they are classified into linear transducer, rotary or rotational transducers. So now in this section, we are going to discuss about different types of transducers which are classified based on type of electrical or electromagnetic phenomenon. So in the subsequent parts, we are going to discuss in detail about resistive transducers, inductive, capacitive, photovoltaic and photoelectric transducers. So these transducers we are going to study in detail. So now, before moving on to discussion of different types of transducers, let us first see the advantages of electrical transducers, advantages and disadvantages of electrical transducers. Now let us see first advantages of electrical transducers. See, advantages of electrical transducers means it is nothing but advantage of converting a physical quantity into an electrical quantity. So the first advantage is very small power is required. Here a very small power is required for controlling the electrical and electronic systems. Second one, electrical output can be amplified. That means the electrical output of transducer can be amplified to any desired level. However, it is not possible with a physical quantity. Without using transducer, we cannot amplify the output of sensor directly. So in order to amplify the output, we must use transducer. That is, we must convert physical quantity into an electrical quantity. Then effect of friction is reduced. So in case of by using transducers, we can reduce the effect of friction. Obviously, by using electrical and electronic systems, there is no effect of friction at all. Then mass inertia effects are reduced. So in case of transducers, in case of electrical and electronic systems, mass inertia effects are reduced to minimum possible. In fact, when dealing with electrical and electronic signals, the inertia effects are because of electrons which have negligible mass. That is why mass inertia effect is almost negligible in case of electrical signals. Then optimum weight and volume. So the size and shape of the electrical transducers can be suitably designed to achieve optimum weight and volume. Then output can be indicated and recorded remotely. So by using electrical transducers, the output can be indicated and recorded remotely at a distance far away from the sensing medium. Then output can be modified. So this is one of the best advantage here, you can say. The output of transducer can be modified to meet the requirements of indicating or controlling equipment. However, without using electrical transducers, you cannot modify the output of sensor. So we must use electrical transducer for that purpose. Then signal can be conditioned. Of course, the output electrical signals of a transducer can be conditioned or mixed to obtain any combination with the outputs of similar transducers. So these are several advantages of electrical transducers. So now let us say disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of electrical transducers? The first one is low reliability. So low reliability, the electrical transducers have low reliability in comparison to mechanical types due to aging effect. So obviously the electrical transducers, these are the electrical and electronic equipment devices, due to aging, the reliability will reduce. Then second one, expensive. So of course the sensing elements and associated signal conditioners are comparatively costlier. So that is why the electrical transducers are expensive. Then third one, accuracy and resolution are low. So this is not, you can say, the accuracy and resolution are not low for all the electrical transducers, but for some cases the accuracy and resolution attainable are not as high as mechanical devices. So these are we can list out certain main disadvantages of electrical transducers.